Hi, I am Sarah Dock. I am an intuitive spiritual coach and energy healer. I am here today with a three pile pick a card for career or business. For anybody who has got a career or business already, or who is looking into one. So yeah, this is pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Just give you a few seconds. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Right, so I'm going to start off on pile 1 for those who chose it. Let me move pile 2 up there and pile 3 up there and start off on pile 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards off the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. I have 1, 2, 3 cards by the Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, 1 card by the Life Purpose Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue, and 1 card from the Universe As Your Back Oracle deck by Gabriella Bernstein. So, let me see. Right. I feel like there's possibly two career or business opportunities here for you guys. But it could also be intertwined for some of you too. Obviously this is a general reading, so if something doesn't resonate, don't take it. If it does, that's great. So yeah, I feel like you've got two major arcana straight away. We've got the World, which is there. The World talks about things being coming round in full circle. It's a cycle, it's a change of direction, it's new opportunities, it's a completing of a cycle, you know. That's what it feels to me. It feels like new opportunities, sort of completing of a cycle, starting something from something new. But it's also on about spiritual growth as well for those who are on the spiritual path. Yeah, it's Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is strong, you know. He's strong. He's the one that cuts the cords and cuts the ties from the past, which helps us to move forward to the future, you know. Which also goes along well with this card, I think. I feel like this one is like sort of linked to it, at least in this reading. The 9 of Gabriel. The 9 of Gabriel talks about moving forward and staying determined and just being prepared for any eventuality, you know. Anything could happen, especially when we are completing a cycle and going towards new beginnings. Maybe more spiritual growth. For some of you, moving into an higher state of consciousness, raising your vibration sort of thing as well, for those who are into that kind of stuff. And just making sure that we stay determined, stay focused, stay on that path that you will be heading down if you're not already. Which also links with this one, the Eight of Michael. This is Archangel Michael again coming to help you, you know. He's, and the Eight of Michael's on about, he talks about being free, you know, making them courageous choices, them courageous decisions on maybe a change of career or the start of a new business, you know. But this is a business and career reading. I feel like it's about changing, being courageous in this change of business and career that you're going through or you've just started. And that perhaps at the minute you're not quite seeing things clearly, and you're not quite sure where you're headed. You're not quite. I feel. She's looking up. She's not really paying attention to where she's walking. She's just looking up, and I feel like I want to say, for some of you, you're in awe of what's going on right now, about the changes that's going on, and you're up and you're focused, and you're not focused, and yeah, you're looking up and you're not really focused, and you're just at awe of what's going on, about all these changes that are happening, and just feeling like you're freer, you're lighter, you know. And that's a good thing. And that's what I feel like this card is related to as well. We've talked about with going through changes and moving forward, and we're not really seeing things clearly. We're not really got the focus yet, and we've not got the plans in place, but we know things are changing, and we're sort of in a bit of an awe about all this change that's going on and how it feels right to us, you know. It feels right. It feels like it's something that we're supposed to be doing. And the Shield Maiden is on about that, about make plans, write them down, write all the ideas down you're getting, write a list of all the intuitive ideas, the thoughts, the dreams that you're having, and write them down and see what feels right, see what feels good, see what feels like it's the next step, the next path to take, you know. And focus on that, focus on where we're going, focus on the journey as well, not just the end result, but focus on the journey. Enjoy the journey, and be strong, and whilst this change is going on. Right. This one, Air Guardian. To me, the Air Guardian is also about shift in perception. And I feel like... Where's that card? On. I feel like with that one, where I said she's looking up and she's a bit of in awe of the situation, of what's going on, about the changes that are occurring, and her head's sort of in the clouds, and she's like, all these changes feel right, they feel good, it feels like I need to change. But I don't know where I'm changing to, I don't know where I'm going, but it feels right to be changing this. It feels right to be taking this new career path, and it feels right to be... or it feels like to be starting a new business, or starting a business. But I don't know where it's going, but I'm enjoying this journey, you know, anyway. I'm feeling free. Changing perception of where you were to where you are going. Perhaps you were stifled. That's what I'm getting. You felt a bit stifled in your past career or business. You felt like you were trapped. There was no way out. You didn't know. You couldn't get any further. You'd taken all the steps that you could take. You know, perhaps you got to the top of the steps. You got to the top of that ladder, or perhaps you got as far up them steps or the ladder as you possibly felt you could get to where you were. And then all of a sudden this world card turned up and turned your world upside down. These ideas that I feel like some of you have been getting, these intuitive ideas that I feel like some of you have been getting are what turned your world upside down. That you've changed it caused you to change your perception about where you were going, about what the path that you were on, and caused you to just go down a completely new path, to lay the foundations, what you needed, to dig away the weeds, get rid of what didn't serve you, and move forward and start planting, wanting to plant new seeds, wanting to grow something else. And what I said at the beginning about there being a bit of a change, a bit of a double meaning with this message. For some of you, you could be going, it could be as simple as you're going down the legal route, the working in something to do with law enforcement, or a lawyer, policeman, sort of a law enforcement, something like that. It could be that. I feel like some of you that could resonate with some of you. For others of you, you are going, perhaps it's a legal thing that you're going through, a legal situation that you're dealing with. This is saying that the rulings are going to be made in your favour, and not to give up, you know. Not giving up is vital, but he's also, for others of you, he's also talking about balance. Things are a bit off balance right now. We need to be weighing up all sides, taking into account two different situations, maybe two different paths maybe you could go down, or to weighing into account whether leaving that business or career and starting a new one, which one feels right, you know. But I feel like you know which one feels right. Deep down, you know what feels right, and you know what you want to do. Some of you, I feel like you're a bit scared. You'd be like, no, I don't want that. That's not me. I don't give up. I will continue down the path I'm going no matter what. And then there's another side of you that's like, yes, I want to change. Yes, I want to do that. Yes, it's completely different than what I've been doing before. People might look at me like I'm a bit crazy, but that feels right. And it's sort of a bit like you're balancing things, if you get me. Just balancing things out, really, and weighing up all options. Right. For some of you, we're going down with a bit more down the spiritual kind of route. But for some of you, you are... I've got the Medicine Guardian that's come out. Saying be open to healing information. So perhaps some of you need to heal from the past. It's maybe... I'm getting... Maybe we need to be healing, trying to heal ourselves from whatever legal thing that's going on. For those of you who are going down that route or having that situation going on. For others of you, I want to say that throughout this change is going to lead you to healing yourself. It's going to be a healing process that you'll be going through, that will lead you to your purpose, your divine path. That your path involves love. It involves love and light. It involves spreading love in the world. It involves spreading that light, that spiritual light, and shining your light for the world to see, and saying, you know what, Luke, this is me. This is who I am. I am spiritual. I am a healer. I am into this. Maybe you're into oracle cards or tarot cards, you know, and that you're into the metaphysical stuff. Perhaps you're into angels and stuff like that, you know. That's why in your path is, you're there to shine that light. You're there to shine it out for the world to see. You're not, it's not a time anymore for hiding that light. It's a time for shining that light. It's a time for shining it so brightly. And I feel like it could be that some of you could be healers. You could be energy healers. You could be into shamanic healing, angel healing, Reiki, whatever other healing modalities are out there. Have a look at them all. Have a look, see what resonates, you know? What resonates for me might not resonate for you, you know? I'll turn around and say, yeah, I love angels, I love crystals, I love Reiki, that's my path. But that might not be your path. Your path might be another kind of healing. The healing you might do is being a doctor or a nurse or healing, that kind of thing. It might be that for some of you, you'll be going into working in a residential home or a nursing home, that kind of thing, and helping the elderly who need that attention, you know, or being a carer and going house to house and helping people that way and caring for people that way. Whatever kind of healing it is, it doesn't have to be spiritual healing. It doesn't have to be energy healing in the slightest. It could just be normal. What's normal? Not normal, it's all normal. But it could be down the NHS route or private route of actual healing, actual being. But also I feel like it could be that you're healing yourself means that you'll be shining your light a lot more in whatever career or business you'll be going down. It'll be shining that light anyway. It'll be shining that light and healing light and whatever it is for people and for everyone around you, whether you realise it or not. You don't have to be going down a spiritual road to live a spiritual path. You do not have to be going down a spiritual route for your career or business to be spiritual, you know? You don't have to be that kind of person that goes through the spiritual bit of a spiritual business. You could be in something that's completely unrelated to healing in the slightest, but you love it, and because you love it, because you absolutely adore what it is you do, you're spreading that love and light around anyway. Whatever it is you're going to do, whatever business, whatever career, whatever it is this change is that's happening or will happen, I do feel like it's the right path for you right now, you know? And just go with it. Go with what fills you with joy. Go with what fills you with that light and that awe, and you know. And your affirmation: I honor how I want to feel. So honor how you want to feel. Think about how you want to feel. What is it you want to feel, and go with it, you know. So that's pile number 1. Thank you for watching pile number 1. That was a 20 minutes on one pile. Anyway, thank you, pile number 1. I'm going to go on to pile number 2. We have pile number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards by the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. 2 cards. Ooh. 3 cards by the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. I need to move them up there. I'll just to spread these out so I can see what's going on. You've got 2 cards by the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and 1 card by the Universe Azure Back Oracle deck by Gabriella Bernstein. So, the feeling I get with this is you've had ideas, you've had plans, you've started these plans and about for this career or business, this new career that you're going down, or this business, or maybe it's a career that you've already got that you are going down. What time is it? 1 o'clock. I thought it might have been 3 o'clock then for a minute. Anyway, you've had this career, this path that you might have been, or you're already going down, you know, or you've had high ideas for a career path that you're going down that is helping you go through a lot of changes, right? And some of you might not be trusting that these things that are happening, trusting these feelings. You might not be trusting these dreams that you're getting. You might not be trusting them. You might not. You might be wondering whether it is the right path. You might be wondering if it's the right way to go for some of you. But trust that this is the right way. Trust that the path that you are on, because I feel like for this, people who chose pile 2 are on that path already. They are on the path that they should be on. Trust that path. Trust that that is the way forward for you, that is what you should be doing. The energy from this pile is absolutely amazing. Right. The Ace of Michael. The Ace of Michael says you're having wonderful new ideas. You're having some amazing new ideas. You do need to express to other people what you need to express more about what you do. You need to share what you do with others more. Don't worry about what's going to happen on the road you're going on. Don't worry about what other people are thinking or saying or what they might do. Just share anyway. It is time to share that knowledge. It is time. Yeah, I've got another card here. It's time to share that knowledge. Go follow those ideas. Follow them. Go with them ideas and do what you need to do. Whatever bumps you're having in the road, don't let them stop you. Carry on anyway. Carry on through them bumps. Those bumps are there. You're always going to have bumps in the road. You know, no matter what path you take, you're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to have things that stop you. Sometimes you're going to need to run towards ideas that you're getting and follow them. And sometimes you need to step back and rest and relax. And, you know, some people will like what you do, some people won't. It's just the way it is. And sometimes you get bumps and stuff in the road that are there to challenge you. They're there to say, test your faith, test your endurance, test that you are ready for this path, you are ready for what the universe has in store for you and has waiting for you. So trust these ideas. Trust them, go with them. They will benefit you. They will work in your favour. Right? You are really passionate about what it is that you're doing. You're really optimistic, actually, for the future. Even with these bumps in the road, you're really optimistic. That sometimes you have a bump in the road that knocks you back a bit and it makes you wonder whether you're on the right path. But overall, you're really optimistic about what you're doing. You really love what you're doing. You have a great passion for what it is that you're doing. And you are ready for any challenges that life's got to face. The bumps in the road are just challenges along the way. You are ready for the challenges. I want to say, look out for new opportunities coming. There's new opportunities coming for those who pick pile 2. Maybe an opportunities to work with somebody, and opportunities for education and growth and expansion. New opportunities for excitement. You know, be brave. Be brave in your pursuit of what you're passionate about. And trust it, and be more communicative, is that even a word? Communicate more with people and share what you do, because what you do is special. What you do is absolutely what your audience needs to hear about, whether they are actually your audience yet or not. They need to hear about this. There's people out there that need to hear your voice. They need to hear what it is you do, what that knowledge is that you've got inside you. They really do. There is, we've got the Knight of Ariel. The Knight of Ariel talks about growth. He talks about the abundance might be coming to you, more that you've got abundance coming to you. I was drawn to them, whatever she's doing. She looks to me, it feels like she's counting her coins. She's looking at them and she's smiling and she's happy, and she says, I've created this. That is what I've created, and I've done it my way. I've done it myself, and I've done it no matter how much doubts I had, no matter how many bumps in the road I've got. I feel so emotional saying this. No matter how many bumps in the road I've got, no matter how many people said to me, that's not your path, that's not what you should be doing. No matter how many people laughed or whatever and said, this'll never work, you'll never be any good, look at what you've done in the past, that's not worked out, so why would this? But it is, because it's your path, because this is the path you're supposed to be taking, and no matter what anybody said, you're going for it anyway. And I salute you for that, I really do, because I know it's hard. I know that's a hard thing to do, and you're doing it anyway. It's time to make plans, make a detailed plan about where you're going. You have so much that you are going to accomplish, so much abundance coming to you, so many things that you've been wanting. See, I'm emotional for you, I'm happy for you as well, you know. There's so much abundance coming, so many things that you've wanted in your life that you haven't had the money for, you haven't had the abundance for, you haven't been able to get there yet. But you're getting there. Trust that it's coming. Trust that is all yours for the taking. You are being watched over. Spirit and angels are all watching over you. They're all guiding you. They're all helping you out along this path. They're all rooting for you. They're all rooting for you. Just had visions of like spirits and angels all in my head. You know, all there, and they're all there in front of you, and they're all saying, yay, go for it, you've got this, you can do this. It feels a bit like a party as though, you know, they've all got your back, they all want you to succeed, you know. That's lovely. I like that. Okay. This work that you're doing, involves a lot of spiritual stuff. I feel it could be spiritual for some of you. I feel like you're doing a lot of, whether it's spiritual or not, I feel like you're doing a lot of learning and educating. You're reading books, you're doing courses, you've got courses that you planning on doing, that you feel like that is what you should be, that is where you should be heading and what you should be working on. Spirit wants you to know that these courses that you've got in your head, these courses that you have planned, these books you're reading, these books that you've perhaps listed on Amazon, that you in your wish list, that you want to buy, that are all, I feel like that a lot of them are around similar subjects and different subjects, but yeah, under the same umbrella. That's what I'm getting, under the same umbrella. They're all involved around the same path that you're doing. These are the things that you need to be doing. You need to be following that path. So you need to be following that, and them books that you're reading, want to read, you need to read them. You know, you need to be reading them books as well. You're working through them, you know, but you need to be working through them. And these books and stuff and these courses will help give you ideas more, you know. they will help you, and you'll see things in the books that you're reading and the courses that you're doing that'll be like, you'll see it and you'll think, ah, yeah, that's what I need to do. That is your intuition coming in. That is the guidance that you're getting from people that are saying that is what you need to be doing, you know. And that's all that's coming in. We've got the family card. The family card when I first looked at it, I thought maybe it could be that your life purpose involves around your family. That could be part of it for some of you. Your life purpose could be around family, children, enjoying the family life, you know, that they are central to your life purpose. For others, I feel like you are, whatever business and career opportunity that you're going towards will help towards your family as well. It will help to bring you joy. It will help you to go on adventures, to do what, you know, to do what it is you've always wanted to do as a family. That will bring, as well as friends, it's sort of going to help bring you together and to help give you the abundance and stuff that you need for these new adventures with your family. And I feel like for some of you, that is why you are doing this, why you are going down this route, as well as it being your passion and what you love. You're going through it because of your family. You're doing this and following your passions and building a business or going down a new career route for your family. You know, and I completely understand that. Because this path, this pile that you've chose is the pile I've chose too. You know, and that was before I knew what was going on. I chose in the same way as you do. This card is divine guidance. Archangel Sandalphone. That comes along the lines, follows along the lines of this one, I think, as well. It's on about you know, it was on about reading and doing courses and stuff like that. Archangel Sandalphone's on about finding wise teachers and friends and people who've walked your path, teachers that are doing courses and stuff that you want to follow, that you want to do their courses, they are what you're doing, or that is where you're going, you know. Yeah, wise teachers or friends, it's you're unlocking wisdom, all that. Some of you are unlocking your crown and third eye chakras, but for those of you that doesn't resonate with, you're unlocking it's wisdom, it's knowledge, it's stuff that you're learning that's coming in. Feels like it's you standing in your power and saying, this is me, this is my knowledge, this is what I know, this is what I'm doing in life, and this is my purpose. And you feel like you're sharing them. It feels a bit more like, as well, like you could be a teacher, you could be the one that's sharing that knowledge, that's teaching other people what you're learning, you know, and saying, this is my knowledge, this is what I've got, this is what I do, and that is what I'm going to, you know, that is you standing in your power. That through this business, this career that you're having, you're unleashing the inner wild child, the inner she-wolf, whether you're male or female, that inner wolf inside you, that inner wild child, that inner standing, like sort of standing in there, standing under the moonlight and receiving that intuition and receiving that knowledge and taking steps even though you can't quite see exactly what's going on. You can't quite see what's in front of you, but you're standing in that. You're listening to your intuition, and you, no matter what fears you've got, you're standing within that power of the wolf, and you're saying, no, I can do this. Whether anybody else believes me or not, I can do this. And I have complete and utter faith that you will succeed. You will get that abundance. You will get what you need. And as you're stepping into that she-wolf energy, that stepping into your higher self, stepping into your most confident you and the person who you're supposed to be, you are shedding your old skin. You are leaving behind who you were. You're moving forward and you're shedding that old skin. You're not looking back anymore. You're moving forward, and that's exactly what you should be doing. And no matter who you were in the past no longer exists. Who you were in the past is not going to hold you back anymore. It's not going, you're not going to be that person anymore. You've outgrown that skin. And you're stepping into a new skin, you're stepping into a new you, and you're going for it anyway. And that is absolutely incredible. Like I say, autumn, releasing the old. You've done the resting, you've done the resting that you need to do, you've done the hard work of deciding what you need to do. You're working on the courses and reading the books that you need to work on, and releasing the old and welcoming in the new. The leaves are coming off the trees. They are releasing. Yeah, it's releasing the old. For those, whatever success and abundance, there you go. You've got success and abundance coming to you. You've got that new family life, the new adventures. You know, you've got that new family life and new adventures coming to you. You've got the abundance coming to you. You're trusting your intuition, trusting that guidance, and you're going for it anyway. You're shedding that old skin and releasing the past. And I feel like some of you this autumn, or if you in whatever, I can't remember what hemisphere I'm in. I should know this stuff. If you're in the UK and that kind of, let me rephrase this. If you're just coming into the spring season, you know what? No, that's wrong. I'm being told that that's, yeah, autumn. Whether that autumn is coming, whether that's now for those of you who are in Australia, New Zealand, and that kind of that end of the pond, or whether autumn is the September, the October, you know, whether it's that time, that autumn is when something amazing is going to happen for you. And I feel like autumn is going to be your season, you know, your season of bringing in whatever it is you want to bring in, really finally shedding that last bits of you, the old you, and stepping into who you are. And for those who picked pile 2, your affirmation of the day is: the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Now, if that wasn't the most perfect affirmation card ever for you, I don't know what is. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Put the energy into making these intentions, into the faith that you've got in what it is that you're working on and what the path it is you're going down. And you'll be fearless, you'll be free, you'll be who you were meant to be. I've got that song in my head from The Greatest Showman. I'm not singing, I don't want to sing. Don't make me sing, please. You know, when he says, I'm not afraid to be me. I make no apologies. This is me. I'm not singing it to you. I'm sorry. But that's the song that came into my head for you. I don't get songs in my head for share on every reading. But yeah, I'm getting the song in my head for you this time. So yeah. If you don't know that song, have a look at it. But I want to thank you for watching at pile number 2. I hope you have the most amazing day. For those who picked pile number 3, I have 2 cards from the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards by the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. 1, 2, 3 cards by the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and 2 cards by the Universe As Your Back Oracle deck by Gabriella Bernstein. So, career or business changes for some of you. This to me feels like a lot linked with pile number 1. So if you've been drawn to both, that is why. The wheel. The wheel is about new beginnings. It's a change in direction, and this change in direction is going to really bring a lot of happiness to you. There's no more delays anymore. This change in direction this change in direction that you're getting is, it could be a spiritual growth, but whatever it is, this change in direction, it's a life-changing change in direction. It's a new beginnings, a new change in direction that's going to, it's going to be really exciting. You couldn't make this up, could you? Career change. It's the career change card says you're embarking upon a new career that brings you joy and abundance. To brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. You've gone through a lot of changes, and now it's time to change. It's time to change career. It's time to change career. It's time that this change in career is going to bring you all the joy and abundance that you want. It's a new change in direction, and it's 3 cards from 3 different decks all telling you that it's a change in direction now that you're going to take that really is going to bring you the abundance that you want. It's going to bring you the joy you want. It's going to bring you everything you ever desired. It's going to bring you everything you desired. To me, this one was on about this change in direction that you're going down, and it's going to help you change. This career or business is going to bring the abundance that you need. This card to me tells me that we need, what's the secret? Look into the law of attraction. Well, basically, whatever what you think about, you bring about. If you take the action steps towards it. Think positively. Think about what you want. Know that the abundance is coming to you. Have complete faith, without a single doubt, that this abundance is coming to you. This path, this new career change is going to bring you the abundance that you need and that you want, and it's going to bring you the joy and the happiness that you want. Have complete faith in that, and the universe will provide, if you take the action that you need to take. Yeah. It could involve some study. You may need to do some research and some study about it, you know. Some research and study that's going to help you bring some clarification out for you. I think some of you are seeking more clarity. You're seeking more clarity. You want the knowledge first and the clarity to get what you're after, to get where you're going. There's new opportunities coming for that career change for you. It's time to read the books that you feel drawn to read. It's time to do the courses that you feel drawn to do. But I feel like it's more to do with reading books. There's perhaps some books out there that you want to read that you didn't read, that you think, no, that can't possibly be involved. That can't be for me. It's not my path. Read them anyway. There could be something in there that could help you, to give you the clarity that you need. But the clarity that you need may also, as well as coming in books and getting educated on what it is that you're doing, could involve meditation as well. That you need to meditate more, as well as reading the books that want. Do some meditation. Rest, recharge, go within and gain the clarity that you need. And the career change, the opportunities will come that's going to help you bring the abundance. I have got an idea of some of you of what that career could involve. Yeah, I've got an idea of what that career could involve. But carry on studying. I feel like he's writing and he could be journaling, you know, could be journaling his thoughts. It could be journaling what's coming up in meditation. The things that are coming up in books and stuff that you're reading that you think, yeah, I like that. Keep a note of them. Keep an idea of them. Write, journal, brainstorm, do whatever you need to do, but stay committed and devoted to this process. And stay strong throughout it. So if we're staying strong, staying committed to this process of learning, of journaling, of meditating, of really digging deep on getting the clarity on what we need, the career change and the opportunities will come and the abundance is yours. For some of you, your life purpose could involve healing. And I think it was pile number 1 that mentioned healing, which is why I said part of the reason why I mentioned that it's linked. So if If you've watched this one and you haven't watched pile 1, go back and watch pile 1 too. You might get some more guidance from that one of what I've discussed in there for them. This could be that you want to be a doctor. It could be that you want to be a nurse. Something to do in the medical field. For others of you, it's a spiritual gift that you've got. It's spiritual healing that you need to go down. So there's all sorts of spiritual healing and energy healing modalities that you can go down. My advice is to have a look at different healing modalities, have a look at different things and different ways that you could be a healer, whether that's doctor, nurse, or whether that's a Reiki practitioner, the shamanic healer, crystal healer, an angel healer, whatever type of healing it is. Have a look, do the reading, the study that you need to gain the clarity, you know, study that you need to gain the clarity, and the meditations and stuff like that, and the journaling and all what I've told you to do could really help towards you finding out what kind of healer you are, if that is your path. If not, do the healing, the meditation anyway, and sort of do it that way. Some of you, I want to say, could need to heal yourself. That could be all what you need to do. That you could you just need to go down the spiritual route to heal yourself from anything that could be holding you back. But now I've got 2 affirmation cards for you for pile 3. So I don't think I've got anything more to say on them cards. But like I say, if you've watched this pile and you resonate with this, pile 1 might resonate with you too. So go back and watch that one. Because I said a lot more in pile number 1 that I really do feel like it could be something that you need to hear too. Remember, the universe has my back. The universe has your back. The universe is there to guide you. It's there to support you. It's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. It's going to steer you in the right direction for you. It doesn't always have to be a straight direction. It could be, you could have to go miles in the opposite direction, in one way direction, and then go back again. But you'll still end up on that same path that you meant to go down. No? And remember, and then the last one there, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am, love and miracles are natural. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am, love and miracles are natural. Be mindful, be in the present moment. Know that you will find what you need to do. You will find this path if you haven't already. And that we all end up on the path that we're meant to go down eventually. The universe steers us in different ways, and we do end up going down that path that we need to go. So yeah, thank you for watching pile number 3, and if you're still here, everyone who's got this far and watched this video, this has got to be the longest video and longest reading I've ever done, but I've absolutely enjoyed every second of it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have the most amazing day. Bye.